protect somebody, including themselves. They just can't protect that same person 2 nights in a row. We're going to play with the Brothers Grimm, which it's 2 people. One of them will be one of the brothers. There will be the other brother. They will wake up. They will not get to chat. I will say, all right, write down a name. They're not going to communicate. They'll write down a name, and I'll do 3, 2, 1. You'll show me a name. If they both show the same name, I will say, yes, that person's a werewolf, or no, that person's not a werewolf. If they show me 2 different names, I don't give them any information.
Okay, so this time it's just werewolf or not werewolf, not
Yes, role. I'm not giving them the exact role.
Okay.
So it's like a weaker version of a seer.
Yes, it's a weaker version of a seer.
What happens if one of them dies?
If one of them dies, no more ability.
Okay.
The other rule is, with the Brothers Grimm in the game, during the day, people aren't allowed to say, brothers, check this person. Or the brothers aren't allowed to say, let's check this person out. If you guys do that, when the brothers wake up, I'm just going to say you don't get to check tonight. So you can't be voicing out to the brothers, this is who you should check. With that, though, we are going to play with a Frankenstein. The Frankenstein will become any of the roles if they are killed. So they can become the seer. They can become the bodyguard. They can also become one of the brothers. So there's a backup to the brothers. Now, unfortunately for the Frankenstein, they don't know what the other brothers already checked, so they won't know. So it's not as strong. The Frankenstein can be all of these roles at once. So if you're the Frankenstein, and I will send you a message in the chat saying you are now the seer, you will wake up when I say seer, wake up. If you're the Frankenstein and you're still the seer, like you'll be the seer the rest of the game. If the bodyguard dies, you'll be the seer and the bodyguard, and I'll message you. So when I say seer, wake up, you'll do your seer. When I say bodyguard, wake up, you'll be the bodyguard. So you'll be all those roles as well as the Brothers Grimm.
You can only be one brother, though, right? You can't be both brothers?
You're just one of the brothers. So once the second one's gone, you're done. You can't be that anymore. I'll still wake that role up as if you were, but there's another role, which I'll come back to after I go over but this person's also on the village team. Here's what we're going to do for the werewolf team today. There are going to be any number of these roles in the game or not in the game. So there could be an alpha wolf, which the alpha wolf, if a werewolf is killed during the day, the alpha wolf at night, once the werewolves make their kill, I'll say, alpha wolf, instead of killing that person, do you want to turn them to a werewolf? So they can turn them into a werewolf. They're only able to do this power once a werewolf has been killed. So every time a werewolf is killed, the alpha wolf could instead turn that person to a werewolf. So that could be in the game. There could be a werewolf hunter. Say it again.
Is that a once per game power?
Nope. Every time a werewolf is killed, if they want to do that, they can do that.
Okay.
There could be a wolf hunter in the game, which if the wolf hunter is killed, they're just like the hunter. They get to kill somebody right away. There could be a wolf cub in the game, which if the wolf cub is killed, the werewolves will get 2 kills that night. There could be a rabid wolf in the game, which how the rabid wolf works, if the rabid wolf was killed during the day, whoever nominated or seconded that person, one of them will randomly become a werewolf. So every time a werewolf is killed during the day, I will tell everyone, hey, before you go to sleep, stay awake. I will either be sending a message to one of those 2 people saying you are now a werewolf, or I'll be pretending to send a message saying you're a werewolf. There could be a starving wolf in the game, which if they're in the game, anytime you choose not to kill someone during the day, the werewolves get 2 kills. There could be a wolfman in the game.
Real quick, Mariana died. Are you okay having do you want another one?
You can jump in. You guys can fill her in while I go over the roles.
Cool.
There could be a wolfman in the game, which all the wolfman is, if the seer checks them, I will give them a thumbs down like they're a villager, but they are a werewolf. And then there could just be regular werewolves in the game. So any of those werewolf roles could be in the game.
You and your werewolves.
Say it again.
You and your werewolves. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
thinks you're a werewolf every time you
I know,
play.
I know.
So if the alpha werewolf stays alive throughout the entire process, they'll just constantly keep their team number the same, more or less.
They can, yep.
Okay.
If they're in the game, right? They might not
Yeah.
be in the game.
Does Wolfman
And if they
appear?
they don't die.
Oh, sorry. Does Wolfman appear as villager to Brothers Grimm as well?
Yep.
Is there anything between Rabid Wolf and Wolfman?
Starving wolf.
The starving wolf.
So on the alpha wolf, so the person who got, so who gets turned into a werewolf? I'm a
So
little
basically,
confused.
when a
So-
werewolf dies during the day, the alpha wolf can choose on the next kill where to turn him into a werewolf. But a
So let's
werewolf
say-
has to
Oh,
die
okay.
first.
Instead of killing, make them a werewolf.
Let's say
Got it.
me and Ben are werewolves, and we
Okay.
wake up, we kill you, Tommy, and then I say werewolves go to sleep. I'll say alpha wolf wake up. Let's say it's Ben. Ben can, instead of killing you, say, you know what, I want him to be a werewolf, and nobody would die that night.
Instead of killing me or somebody else.
You specifically. Instead of you dying, Ben's gonna turn you into a werewolf.
Okay.
So
But
in
don't-
that case, nobody would have died that night, and nobody would know why.
Right,
It could
gotcha.
have been the bodyguard. It could have been somebody got turned.
Gotcha.
But werewolves have to lose somebody on their team first. Or he can
Yes, like that
That's what I was
only
trying to say.
happens if the werewolf lost somebody. Okay. So I
So
said I
if
had
the
one other.
start,
Go
sorry.
ahead. Nope.
So on the ones that allow you to get 2 kills, does
Mm-hmm.
that mean that if the alpha wolf is in, they can still kill and turn, or how does that work?
Well, if
You see what I'm saying?
yeah. No, they can choose only one of them to turn, not both. They can choose
Okay.
one of them and the other one to die.
Right. So they turn one and kill one, or they
Yeah.
can kill both. Okay.
Now, they could kill both or turn one and kill one. Yep.
Right.
All right. With all that being said, this is the new thing I'm doing for tonight. We're gonna play with like a environment feel to the game. So our first
Did I spoil
day-
you?
Our first day is a normal day. Nothing's happened. It's regular werewolf game. On the second day, we're having a festival. But because of this festival, some of us are getting a little too rambunctious with some drinking. One of the roles, which I've already I'll randomly determine, won't be working that night. They will wake up, do their thing, but I will give them the wrong information. So, for example, if the seer is this person who's a little drunk and they choose Ben, if Ben is a villager, I will give them a thumbs up. If Ben is a werewolf, I will give them a thumbs down. If the bodyguard is this person who's drunk, the bodyguard, whoever they protected, they're not actually protecting that night. If one of the brothers is drunk, whatever names they show me, I won't, even if it's a match, I won't give them any information.
So at that point, they will
Names
learn
are
that they
all.
were drunk.
Yes, one of them would know one of them is drunk. If it's the Frankenstein, basically all that means is if it was the seer who was drunk or the bodyguard or one of the brothers, then that role would be drunk for Frankenstein. Does that make sense?
So,
And you're determining this?
I'm gonna randomly decide it right now. Like I'm gonna roll a die.
And will each roll be potentially drunk only once?
It
or
will
it could be
just
random?
So I'll explain. When I go through these days, we'll keep recycling through these days in that same order. If it was the bodyguard the first time, it'll still be the bodyguard. I won't change it.
Bodyguard, Seer, Brothers Grimm, and those are the only ones.
Yes, and Frankenstein would be, one of those two.
Will you do each brother?
Joseph wants to
Nope,
join.
just one of them.
Just one of them. Okay.
So if the drunk one is the one that dies, the other one's good, and the Frankenstein would be good with
Okay.
him. All right. So that's the festival. That happens after the normal day. After the festival, we're going to have an eclipse. And this is that new role I was talking about. There's a chosen one who's on the village team. But during an eclipse, the chosen one is a werewolf. For all intents and purposes, they are a werewolf. If they get killed that night, I will say you guys killed a werewolf. If it's down to the numbers, like if there were 3 villagers and 2 werewolves and it's an eclipse and that chosen one's still around, the werewolf team would win because there'd be 3-2.
Does he wake up with the werewolves?
Nope. They will not wake up with the werewolves. They will just be a werewolf for that day.
So he's like a liking, except it's a werewolf.
Yeah. And that person's going to know that every time there's an eclipse, they're on the werewolf team. So they're on the village team most days, but every time there's an eclipse, they will be on a werewolf team.
Will they know if there's an eclipse?
Yes. So I will always say today's a normal day, then it's a festival, then it's an eclipse. After eclipse is a holy day. All good abilities get to do their ability twice. Seer gets a check twice. Bodyguard gets to save 2 people. Brothers Grimm gets 2 chances, but I will make this rule. If I wrote down Ben the first time and Tommy wrote down Johnny, we can't write down Ben or Johnny the second time. But all the roles get to do their ability twice. And lastly, after a holy day, it's going to be a full moon. Werewolves get 2 kills that night. And then we cycle and rinse and repeat. Back to normal day, festival, eclipse, holy day, full moon until the game's over. Each day I will tell you what it is, so you guys don't have to remember what it is. I will go through that.
I missed the festival. Can you go that just real quick?
Yep, festival is the good guys were out drinking too late. One of those roles is going to be bad information, or their ability doesn't work. So if it was the seer and they check somebody, I'm actually going to give them the opposite information. If it's the bodyguard, they're going to protect somebody, but they're not actually protecting somebody. And if it's one of the brothers, even if they match, I won't give them any information. So the brothers will know one of them is drunk. They
Hey,
won't
real
know
quick, Connor, there's Paul was talking about if you need more people, they can hop in.
Let Paul, jump on in. I'll let everyone explain the roles to you when I start assigning them.
I think Joseph wanted to get into.
Tom's game ended, by the way.
Off.
Now we're going to get everybody from Tom's game because they want redemption.
And then Village won, by the way. Village won.
Yeah, the Village won Tom's game.
This is 3 games in a row that I die, like second, third night.
Well, nobody killed you, though, so it's kind of random.
Gil,
So
let's
are there
make
any-
a
are
goal
there any
that
other-
You died.
Are there any other questions
Joseph said, oh, sorry.
before I start making the rolls? I know, obviously, Paul.
Or
How
For the
often you would
chosen
do
one?
that party or the festival thing?
It's good. So the order is going to go normal day, festival, eclipse, holy day, full moon, and then back to normal day, festival, eclipse, holy day, full moon.
2 questions. If on the festival day, if the bodyguard is drunk, is just nobody going to get protected, or will you
They will
randomize
protect somebody that night, but they won't actually be protected if the werewolves try and kill them.
I'll pick a name, but it won't have an effect. It'll be null.
I was
They
just
won't
wondering if
know.
you would like.
So different people.
They
be
will
drunk in
know.
different
They will
festivals.
know they are drunk if that person dies that night or day.
Okay.
And the
or the
eclipse
chosen one. Yeah. So if you're chosen one, you're basically a lichen for a day, and then when is it that night? Then
Not-
that
so
kind
be
of.
careful with that. You're not a
Yeah.
lichen. You are an actual.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You are so
So
on an
if you
eclipse
win with the
day-
werewolves,
You're
if-
like the Dream Wolf.
Explain the chosen one again, then, because I misunderstood.
So on the eclipse, if the chosen one's still in the game, on the eclipse day, like when I say, all right, everyone wake up, it's an eclipse, that chosen one is a werewolf for all intents and purposes. They win with the werewolf team on this day. If the werewolves win that day, they win with the werewolves.
Can the werewolves kill the chosen one when he's
Sure.
a werewolf at night?
Yep, and they won't know that that person's the chosen one, and
Got
the
it.
chosen one won't know who the werewolves are.
Okay.
Really, all it does is it can flip the numbers around. You guys
And
be careful on
does
this.
the seer see the chosen one as a werewolf on that night?
If they check
If
that
they check
night,
that night.
yes, yes,
That night. Okay.
Yep, just that night only.
So
What's
it's kind of like a one-day lichen, but with other stuff. Okay.
It would be the night before, or the night after.
So when I say I'll say that today's a normal day. I'll say tomorrow's a festival, and I'll say tonight's an eclipse.
Okay.
That chosen
Okay.
one will be a werewolf. But just so you know, the chosen one does not wake up with the werewolves. They're not waking
Got
up with the
it, yeah.
werewolves. Obviously, that would break the game if they did.
A little bit.
what's the festival you just mentioned?
During a festival, one of the good guy abilities won't work. It'll malfunction.
Okay.
So if the seer is checking somebody, I'm going to give them the false information. If the bodyguard is trying to protect somebody, they won't actually be protecting that person if they were killed.
And
if
is
one
it
of the
random?
brothers, Say it again.
Is it random when there's?
Yeah, I'm going to
festival and
randomly
it's
decide that
festival?
actually
Cool.
right now. Once I assign the roles, I'm going to.
But that's the same every festival, right?
Yes, it'll be that same person every festival. It's not like it's going to switch.
So if the seer figures out that they're drunk,
they'll know every festival.
Then they'll know every other time from after that that whatever you're getting is actually false.
Yep.
Oh, so it's the same roll every time?
Yes, it is the same roll every time.
Okay.
Are you doing the normal roll set that you usually do?
No.
I'm gonna go and make the rolls and let everyone else, I think, explain. Unless you guys have any questions.
Joseph, I posted them in the chat so you can see which ones he's running.
Oh, thanks, man.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I got to add some more rolls now that I got more people anyway. So I might have to throw in another roll or two. Just give me a second. See how many I have.
And then on the werewolf rolls, he's the werewolf rolls. He said that there could be some or all of those or combinations. It could be like 2 starving wolves. It could be no alpha wolf, but you got 200 wolves. So he's not telling us exactly which ones of those will be there.
Oh, I missed that part.
Can somebody explain the wolf cub and the starving wolf and the wolf man? I don't know what those are.
Wolf cub.
Go ahead.
One person.
The wolf cub, if the wolf cub dies the next day, the next night, the werewolves get to kill 2 people.
Yes.
And then the
They
starving
go
wolf,
rage because you killed their cub.
Right. The starving wolf, if nobody dies during the day, then the wolves get to kill twice.
2.
What's the chosen one?
That's the special roll.
So that's the one on.
Oh, should we wait till Ross gets back so we don't have to explain the chosen one?
Oh yeah.
So
So Gil,
That's the party wolf.
Gil, I saw that you spotted me in the Discord.
It just was so weird how you called Ross.
Yeah.
And Ross was werewolf of like.
Yeah, you knew he was werewolf, so yeah. I was afraid that was too obvious, but I usually do ask people like, oh, what do you think? So I thought maybe I can get away with it.
But I gave it the benefit of the doubt the first night. I said, oh, maybe not. So I'll give it. But then you were quiet again, and then I said, oh, yeah. So I got.
I tried day one to say like, oh, important roles shouldn't nominate, and then I nominated Adam. I was just.
And then
hoping that-
Melissa's sixth sense kicked in, and she
Yeah.
decided to do the gambler that night.
Well, I didn't even know Ross was a werewolf.
Hey, Connor, you want my sound effects?
I'm
Ross,
gonna
I
have
was
so
just
much.
telling him.
I'm gonna have so much bookkeeping that I would rather not. It's gonna distract me, I think.
It was a joke.
Trey, I thought you were an idiot. I mean, no offense, but
I was trying to look like when I did the thumbs down, and then Gil went.
Well,
"What
you
if he's
did a good job, Trey.
Well, but the problem was that Jason was doing it too. I think Jason was trying to look like he did it too.
Yeah. But when I vote down, Trey, I had vote up twice already, so people would see that I was not.
Oh no! What I meant was when I said I kind of want to die or whatever, and I put my thumb down.
Yeah.
You go, well, what if he's the werewolf hunter? And I was like, dude, I wanted people to think I was the idiot, and they wouldn't have voted me.
both you and Jason did it.
But
and then
see, I
Chris did it also.
I
Chris
did that.
and
I did
Well,
that
Nom was
because
the
I had a
actual-
feeling.
Nam was actually the idiot.
Well, the funny thing was when I died and the werewolves woke up, I go, I didn't know Ross and Courtney were werewolves.
Yeah.
But you know, Trey,
I had no
I
idea.
I did that,
the
Trey, because I was
roll.
100% sure you would be killed that day. And I
Well,
thought once you got killed, I would get some leverage.
Yeah.
I was the Sasquatch, and he literally rolled the d6, and I turned first night, no chance.
Oh, okay.
That's how I went.
Then I missed you. Okay, so you didn't wake up at the beginning.
No, and then Joseph checked me that day.
He woke up second day right away.
Blake was a werewolf too, but he was
He was a
drunk.
drunk.
So
Yeah.
he didn't wake up as a werewolf until
Oh.
the fourth day.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna fake being the vote down person, so because I thought it'd be fun. I was vanilla villager, so.
Well, that'd be hilarious if we all did that.
I
was doing thumbs up until John came out. What's his name?
Joseph.
What's his name? Jason A came after me. Like, what a setup. Joseph's like, well, Ross, what do you think? I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to give what I think. Oh, Ross told what he thought. He must be a werewolf. Shut up.
Yeah, so I voted down on the first vote, and then I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. So I just started voting whatever.
I didn't want to risk it in case I was drunk and I was actually something important. So
I'm happy that people actually believed that I was a seer for once.
Yeah, I
didn't live long enough to go one way or the other.
Joseph,
But
you're
there's
always
waiting
a
for someone
seer.
to reclaim.
It was tempting because you came out really early.
Sorry, I just want to mute everyone real quick. Is this the numbers that I'm at right now? 15. I think Adam jumped in.
I'll play if you need some more, but I don't mind spectating.
You can jump in because I had to add some rolls anyway, so that's fine. If you want to, because yeah, all right.
We trust we won't make you talk, Adam.
All right, so I have 16 of you, just so you guys know, and you'll have to update everyone else. But I did add a hunter into the game. The hunter, when they die, they get to kill somebody. Frankenstein could become the hunter, like the other roles. And the hunter could end up becoming one of the people that's drunk during the festival. Now, how that will work is if they're the drunk one during the festival, when they shoot to kill somebody, nothing will happen. They just don't get to kill somebody.
Could you explain the chosen one and the festival thing?
I'm gonna let everyone else do it while I generate rolls. Hopefully,
So, but wait, just a second. It's like so technically, if the Frankenstein doesn't die, you get 2 hunters. So you get 2 kills.
No. If the hunter dies, the Frankenstein can become the hunter.
Right, but when the hunter dies, he or she will use the power of kill somebody else.
Yes.
Yes.
Then that means that we could technically have the Frankenstein doing the same again.
Yeah,
that happens in Tom's game all the time.
That's how it's always been.
It happens in Tom's games quite often.
And if the shit.
All right, I'll let you guys. If you guys could fill in, I think Paul, Joseph, Ross, even Mariana, she might need some of those rolls. If you want to go over that while I generate rolls.
Yeah. So
what's the chosen one?
Does Frankenstein also get the
I'll
werewolf
start with
hunter?
the festival. I'll get to the chosen one a little bit.
No.
The festival
you do it all.
Yeah, he's Connor's gonna like rotate the day and put like a special rule into effect for each day. So day 1 is normal, then the festival happens. One roll is going to be randomly determined to be drunk. So their ability is going to misfire in the night. So if it's the seer, they're going to get opposite information. If it's the hunter, like he explained, nothing will happen when they shoot. And every time the festival rolls around, it'll be the same person. So they can kind of count on it if they figure it out. You know, if the bodyguard protects someone, it's like nothing happened. So the eclipse is where the chosen one comes in. The chosen one, every time the eclipse happens, they're counted as a werewolf. And they win with the werewolf team, but only if the werewolves win on the eclipse day.
Interesting. So they need to time it, basically, if they can.
Right. They need to time it. But they don't know who the other werewolves are.
And real quick, too, for all intents and purposes, if the seer tried to check the chosen one that night, I would tell them they're a werewolf. If that person got voted out that day, I would say they are a werewolf because they are
only that day.
A werewolf that day.
Only on the eclipse.
The rest of the time, they still win as a villager, though. So if they can win on any of the other days, you know, that's good for them, too.
Yeah, that's cool.
The holy day is all of the good rolls act twice.
Oh, wow.
And then a full
all
moon
of
is... I believe that's what he said, right? All the good rolls. And then the full moon is the opposite. The werewolves get to kill twice.
And then it goes back to 1 again. So
they go back to festival.
The one thing you mentioned,
festival, right? Not back to normal.
No, it goes to normal. Goes to normal.
It goes to normal. Yep.
Yeah, when on the holy day, when the abilities fire twice, Brothers Grimm, if they hold up names that don't match for their second activation, they can't choose either of those names that were held up the first time.
Okay.
That's interesting. It's going to be interesting if we get a long game, because then all of these things will happen a bunch of times.
Otherwise,
by the way, since I know you played with Brothers Grimm before, they only see werewolf. They don't see the specific role.
Yeah. Okay. So they're not missing. So like, I like this idea. It's kind of in lines with like my event thinking, like having something happen each day. Like each day is different. I like it.
I'm gonna be typing out or sending out rolls to you guys then. I had a really at the end of this game, I had a really cool roll that I wanted to do, but when people were jumping in and out, I was like, I'm not gonna throw this in and add more confusion. But I'm really excited to play with this one roll at the end. So I'll tell you at the end of the game.
Does Frankenstein become the chosen one?
No.
Okay.
All right. So also, did Connor say how many of these possible werewolf thingies are in, or is it just 1 or more?
Any number of any of them.
Any number. That is going to be everyone if I know Connor. So
yeah, I was gonna say, that's actually all of them.
He also said that when there was 11 of us. Now there's a lot more.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Technically speaking, we could get 4 hunter kills in this game if we play it right.
Yeah. Well, no, there wouldn't be enough people to go around, I think.
You vote the hunter out on a.
No, the day game would end before we get to the other circle.
Yeah.
I almost don't want to kill anyone like on the first day now because I want the thing to get started. Festival.
Mm-hmm. Except for the starving wolf makes that.
Oh yeah, that could be
not tasty.
I thought that the last game was pretty fun with like Chris calling out Adam like from nowhere. I'm with Tom there. I don't understand that.
He did it because I started because he was the one pretending to vote down every game. So when I brought that up, he thought it was suspicious. He and I were messaging back and forth afterwards. But because I was talking about him and Guami, because they were both, Guami was faking up, but I knew it was John. He was voting down every time. So I knew it was either him or Nam. I assumed it was actually Nam and Chris was just doing that. So when I brought it up, he thought that was suspicious, which makes sense.
Oh, it was actually Chris?
No, it was Nam who we had killed, but Chris just kept voting down every single time, no matter what. So
I on my notes I wrote down wrong because I didn't think Nam voted down the first vote, and I missed that, so I thought it was Chris, which was bad.
What you said, Adam. But what you said.
I wasted a check on Nam.
What you said made total sense. If you were a village, that would be. I mean, you don't want to get into lower numbers and have the guy voting down every time. At some point, like, you can get single nominations and then somebody quick nominated somebody.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, the werewolves want the village idiot to stay around, so you don't want to call that person out because they're just not going to kill him. And they.
Well, it's good, like, for the seer. The seer doesn't have to check him, so.
Yeah, I liked the idea of the gambling that Tom had that was going on. I think as far like for gameplay, I think it was fantastic. I think for video, I think he might have hurt himself a little bit because no one wanted to risk saying anything or nominating anything.
But that wasn't the gamble. That was the Tanner thingy. Like if you
He
nominate.
didn't record it though, did he?
He records all of them.
Yeah, he records all of them.
Oh, I thought he said he wasn't recording.
He said
No,
that
he made fun of Courtney when Courtney said she was nervous, and he said, "Oh."
He's just being funny.
It's not like we're recording, he said. It's not like we're recording.
I don't know. I don't think any of those probabilities should make a difference. I think you should always not nominate to kill and stuff like that.
I think it's fun. I think it's fun sporadically, like playing once in a while. I would hate to see that often.
Died immediately, so we didn't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah,
that was crazy that we just randomly picked that too. And I think like 2 or 3 of us had his name down. It wasn't like one person did, but I think that, who was it? Me and Trey, you had Kevin's name down that first night too.
The first night.
Yep.
I wrote Kevin/Melissa.
Yeah. So it was me, you, and I think someone else also may have had his name too, but.
I didn't. I just put a K to say which one I chose between the two. Yeah. I just didn't want to kill Melissa right away. The other thing is, when I saw my name as a werewolf, my heart sunk. I was like, no.
Who was the alpha?
Me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you been keeping track so you can like find out percentages how often you're a werewolf?
I don't know, but it's
90.
Sorry, guys. Real quick, there are 2 quick things I just want to clarify, and I'm actually going to fix something. So again, if the rabid wolf is in the game, the person who nominated or second can become a werewolf. I will send a message that day, so I won't let everyone go to sleep. I will always clarify, okay, Gil was the one who nominated and Sean's the one who seconded, because I know that sometimes there's like multiple people that second. So if I say Sean's the one who seconded, even though, Tommy said I seconded, we're just going to go with the one I saw. So I will clarify that. I'm also saying if the alpha wolf is in the game, it's a one-time ability. That's how it's supposed to be. I don't know why I said it. You can use it as many times as you want. So it's a one-time thing when you use it. Yeah,
I'm sorry. What ability was that?
When I was saying that, I was like, "That's not right."
Yeah,
you wanted everyone to become a werewolf.
No, I want everyone to become.
I'm just going to turn them every single time,
It's not a choice. It's not a choice. It's you automatically change them. So if they're in the game, that's what it's going to be.
Shouldn't Connor's games be like opposite? So there's like 14 werewolves and there's like 4 villagers, and the villagers wake up every night try to kill the werewolves.
It should. It should.
That's an interesting twist.
It should be the werewolves trying to get rid of the villagers. That would be cool.
Yeah. Then every day I'm like, I'm a werewolf, guys. I'm a werewolf.
Yeah. It would be so fun with the meta. Like when someone is gonna do the defense, like, no, I promise I'm a werewolf.
It just slipped. I'm just so used to saying villager. I promise.
Yeah, I'm the vanilla wolf.
That would be funny to do sometime, just like a party thing, like just mess it up. Like, I don't like when you put in like you there was someone did like a thematic game with like D&D, so like everybody, all the roles were like normal. It's just they were called something else. So it's like, oh, is this the hunter or is this the the paladin? And it's just confusing. Like nobody got, but like, oh, what are these roles?
Joseph, my Hansel and Gretel game, that's one thing that my local friend said. It's like, Joseph is not getting into the theme of this thing.
I'm not a role player. Yeah, I was like, okay, so Hansel is the seer, or
yeah, exactly. It's just like, just let me get it out. Come on now. We worked out fine, though, I thought.
Yeah, most people were trying to go into the theme, so
I'm gonna run another one soon.
All right, cool. Do you have some kind of fetish for Hansel and Gretel?
No, I'd actually watched the movie a couple of days before with Jeremy Renner and I forget who the other one is.
Gamma Anderson. Or...
Yeah. So and I liked them. I really liked the movie for some strange reason. So I stuck with it.
Is that like a realist? I haven't seen that. Is that like a dark movie?
Is Hansel and Gretel werewolf hunt or vampire hunter? Or
witch hunters.
Witch hunters. That's right. They're like badass.
It's like, what else are you gonna do? You've got these skills now, so you might as well use them. So they're like,
oh, so it's like after they grow up.
Yeah,
Joseph, have you seen Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, it's been a while though.
It's like that. They're just badass hunters who go around killing things.
There's the Brothers Grimm movie too with
Heath Ledger and
Matt
Damon.
Matt Damon, yeah.
All right, we all ready?
Yep.
And again, I will always tell you what type of day it is. So the first day is normal, nothing new for us. Again, next day will be festival, eclipse, holy day, full moon, and I'll remind you guys each time that happens. All right. Let me just make sure. Hold on. Some messages. All right. I think we're all good. All right. Everybody go to sleep. So I'm going to wake up all the roles, even though the bodyguard's not doing anything. I'm just going to wake you up just to kind of make sure you know who you are. So let's start with the bodyguard. Please wake up. All right. Thank you. Bodyguard, please go to sleep. And then let's start with the werewolves. Please wake up. So you can see who the other werewolves are. You will not be killing tonight. All right, werewolves, please go to sleep. And then let's start with the seer. Please wake up. Who would you like to check? Okay, Seer, please go to sleep. Brothers Grimm, please wake up. So I'll give you a couple seconds to write down a name, and then I'll do 3, 2, 1, and you guys will reveal. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, reveal. All right. Brothers Grimm, please go to sleep. And everybody wake up. So again, just a reminder, today is a normal day. Tomorrow it will be a festival. One of the good roles will not work properly or will not work at all. So keep that in mind. Also, just a reminder, I'm not going to do the Alpha Wolf only if the Alpha Wolf, first of all, if the Alpha Wolf's in the game, I'm only going to do that when a Werewolf is killed. So if you don't hear me say Alpha Wolf, I don't want you thinking that's not in the game. I'm only going to do it if Werewolf dies, because that's the only way they activate anyway. All right, it's up to you guys.
So what do you think there, Grove?
I think there's definitely Alpha Wolf after that statement.
I just had to say it.
I'll go ahead
I'm
and
not
start
going to
it.
nominate Adam.
I'll nominate Connor.
Sure, I think
I'll second Adam just for fun.
I nominate Mariana just so I can say the name.
Joseph nominated Adam. And
No, I
Gil-
said I'm not going to nominate Adam.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not gonna
Sorry,
second Adam.
we're mediting a game they weren't even at. We got to be careful.
I'm going to start saying who I'm not going to nominate every day.
Yeah.
Hey, Gil, I think you need to pitch in and get Melissa a heater after you got Jason his light.
We're a thick pair of socks.
He never
whatever's
told me
cheaper.
he had lights already. Like I was like, oh man.
He turned it off anyways.
Yeah.
So do we
Waste of money shipping to him.
So do we think the Starving Wolf is in the game?
I think it's safe to assume that it is.
The question is no, it's not the Starving Wolf, it's the Rabid Wolf in the game, because that's the nightmare one right there.
That's the one where they killed twice, right?
No,
No,
that's
the
the
Rabid
one where the nominator and the seconder could potentially turn.
Right. Well,
That'd be a
I'm
big
just asking for the
advantage for
Starving Wolf because we need to decide if we need to kill somebody.
Well, yeah. If we don't kill tonight, then the Starving Wolf would have 2 kills, right?
That's why I was asking about that one.
I think we should kill anyway because
Yeah, I think
we
it's
should.
safe to assume.
It's. I mean, getting 2 people get knocked out on the first night would suck.
Okay.
classic Paul.
On the other hand, I mean, 2 people are going to die anyway. Either we're going to kill somebody as the village during the day, and then the werewolves will kill somebody during the night. So we might
but
not
Take a
kill
chance that
someone
you
now.
could get a werewolf too.
One of them could be a werewolf.
right.
Yeah, but we could get a werewolf. So
Yeah, but
because
if
we
you
don't want
do
the
it, then you're
werewolves picking the
guaranteed
2
2
people.
villagers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Let us pick instead of the werewolves picking for us.
So if we don't kill, then we find out whether or not it's in the game for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the numbers I think are small enough. We don't have to not kill.
Yeah.
I don't know. The first night is really the only night where you wouldn't kill. So I don't understand. I don't see a benefit in knowing that the Starving Wolf is in the game because we're going to kill somebody the rest of the game.
It's like, oh, it's in the game. Okay, well then we're gonna kill. We're gonna kill anyway. The rest of the
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put out a theory. It's not a nomination, but it's a theory.
Tell me. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't think werewolves pay too much attention to the times. I think that they're in the woods and cabins, and I think that Tommy's wood paneling it makes him suspicious.
I wanna hear Manny's theory again. Can you repeat your?
So, he was saying that if we don't kill, then we know that the Starving Wolf is in the game. But I don't see how that information benefits us because regardless of what happens today, we're always going to have enough suspicion going forward to force a kill. We're never going to be worried about not killing during the day. I make the same argument with the Sasquatch. So today is the only day where we have no idea who to kill. So today's the only day where it's possible. That's my theory.
Yeah, and it's better to kill because then you have a chance of killing a wolf as opposed to the wolves killing 2 villagers.
Johnny has a voice so similar to Chris. Sometimes it's weird. Like when I'm not looking at the screen, it's like I'm looking for Chris twice now.
I done that too. Yeah.
Look at this. Oh, you guys.
I can't do that.
It's so blurry. Oh,
Jason calling you right now?
Calling.
Jason's calling me. I have no idea why.
He wants to know how to get into the game.
It's like, can you send me some products?
So here's the question though. If we don't kill anybody, then the Starving Wolf is in the game. Then we would have still had the same amount of people killed, right? If we don't kill anybody and the Starving Wolf's not in the game, then we saved somebody. Does that make sense?
But if we don't kill and there is that double kill at night. They're killing 2 villagers for sure. If we kill,
Which would have happened anyway.
I'm getting
No, no.
Sasquatch
but you
deja
didn't
vu.
say-
I mean, that's not
Could have
true.
gotten a werewolf.
I'm nominating Tommy.
I
Yeah.
second Tommy.
Second.
That's
Okay,
the
I
werewolf.
was
All right,
just
so
asking.
so Joseph nominated Tommy, and I might have missed the second there. And Ross seconded. Yep. So this is the first nomination. Tommy, this is your defense.
Okay. I was just asking to clarify. I was not saying that's what we should do. So that was the only reason that I was asking that question. That's all. It's
All right. Time to vote for Tommy.
Are we
Tommy,
doing
this
3
is
nominations?
this is negative reinforcement, Tommy. You're going to stop asking questions that make you look suspicious.
And I just want to make sure. I think, but there's 16 of us, correct? Looks like. Yeah. Okay. All right. Time to vote. 3, 2, 1. Vote. All right. Looks like there's 13 votes up, 3 votes down.
Oh, I know why he
in the
called me.
game, and that was the first vote of the day.
They're starting a game of blood on the clock tower. That's why he called me.
Oh, I thought he was going to say, "Hey Trey, do you want to buy some lights that I'm not using?"
You wouldn't have a stand you could send me for free, do you?
If we do the 3
The weird
nominations,
thing, I might, but for now on, I'm gonna make people pay shipping.
Yeah.
Are we doing the 3
Tommy was
nominations?
trying to like deceive.
Yes, 3 nominations.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not suspicious of Tommy. I just like to hear for more people. It's our first night. I think we should like exhaust. Like, I'm not saying don't kill anybody, but I think we need as much information that first night as possible.
Like,
Because today is a special day, right?
What were you thinking,
No.
Paul?
today's a normal day.
Today's
basically,
a normal day.
like
Keep on going.
technically, it's possible that we shoot a villager and kill them accidentally, and then it would have been the same result as a starving wolf.
Exactly.
So I get where Tommy was going, but it's also possible we could hit a werewolf today.
We had this debate like
taking
10 times
the chances.
in different games.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but the odds are, I mean, I don't want to push too hard for this because then I'll be nominated, but the odds are heavily in favor of we're going to hit a villager and then we'll be down
Lost
2
Adam.
Not
people.
necessarily.
Yeah, but
This
the
is
odds are
Connor's
even
game.
greater that a starving wolf is going to hit 2 villagers.
All right, I nominate
That's
Ben.
probably
Who
100%.
disappeared?
Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah, the thing is, the
got
starving
nominated
wolf
and-
knows
and
everybody.
walked
The starving wolf will kill. We gotta kill
Hey,
people.
guys, you
because-
got nominated and then walked away.
It's like, it's like
All
a
right.
mic drop.
Ben.
Dugan nominated Ben. Is there a second?
Colton just told me to die.
Yeah, I'll second.
All
We
right.
lost Adam too.
So Jugan nominated Ben, and Joseph seconded. This is the second vote of the day. Ben, this is your defense.
Can I say why?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, Fatty made that comment, and almost every game I played with Ben, he's always pretty much a bad guy. That's the only reason.
I think we've been in like 2 games together.
Well, even the one I did last night, you're a bad guy.
This is the same argument that we have every time with Jason about the Sasquatch.
So I'm
better-
guessing
this is a
that's,
better
like,
argument than
internet
Sasquatch, though.
problems, because that's been happening to him sometimes, where he drops out and then says he has to reset everything.
Who?
Yeah,
Adam?
I'll get him back
Adam.
in. I'll get him back in when he comes back. All right, Ben, this is your defense.
I mean, I think this is different from the Sasquatch talk, but I don't necessarily agree with the thought that tonight is the only night that we wouldn't kill somebody. I think sometimes that comes into play later on in the game when the numbers are getting close and we're not really sure who's a werewolf and who's not. It can be really important. But knowing now whether or not we have to kill somebody or else can be really important. We could lose 2 villagers from the rabid wolf, but then we actually know for the rest of the game versus if we just kill somebody every day because we think there is a rabid wolf and there's not, then we're losing more people needlessly throughout the course of the game. I think that's kind of the biggest reason that I'm just trying to think it out. I'm not saying we should absolutely do that. And even if we decided to go with that strategy, I'm not saying just don't do anything during the day. Like, still nominate people, still vote. We're still getting information, but it's just a different strategy. I have a role. I'm not going to say what it is, but yeah, that's what I've got.
All right, it is time to vote for Ben. This is the second vote of the day, and Adam is not in here, so we're just counting 15 of you now. All right.
I'll vote for Adam.
No, you don't get a double vote.
You vote for Adam.
yeah.
All right.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, vote. Adam's going back in, so let's see what he does. Okay, there were 12 votes up, 3 votes down. Ben, you're still alive. That was the second vote of the day.
Don't need Adam to break tie.
Yeah. He's in here, right? I just let him back in.
Yeah.
I don't want to nominate it. I just want to. I don't think I ever played with Gianna. I just want to hear her, at least so I can read her a little bit.
I used to play with her on the ship, so this is her first time playing on Zoom.
Yes, it's Gina. Yeah, this is actually my first time playing with other people. I played when I was on the ship with Jason, but it's also been a while, so I'm kind of new to it still. So I'm not really sure on what to do.
Okay.
That's my radar going off, by the way.
I was actually able to interpret that. I was like, we got sirens over there for Trey.
I don't know. I find Mariana's...
I want to know why Ross voted down.
Want to know why I voted down?
Yeah. Ross, anything you do is get you suspicious.
Yeah, my goodness. Yeah, no, I just wanted to keep Ben nervous. I think it's...
I'm going to say...
Same question for Marina.
I find Mariana's face a little overacting.
She's like that. She's like that.
She's a little overacting. Well, I've played with her enough to see.
That's true.
I paid attention.
The one game you played with me was weird because I had 4 different roles in that game until I finally ended up as a villager, and then I was like, what?
I don't know. I think it was a little like like the evil black and white movie kind of a facial expression for me.
Yeah, I was picking on some weird eyebrow furrow earlier, and then I just noticed that she super hesitated on a downvote for Ben. So I feel like that's
unfortunately, she's not hard to read either. I might be wrong. It might be a role that is not, but it's just, I thought it was a little overacting on.
Just my
if it matters,
just putting out there. So
we're both on the same.
Gil, how confident are you on that?
Just my face.
How confident can we be on anything right now?
No. Here's the real test. Here's the real test. Mariana, you werewolf?
Oh, she's a werewolf.
Oh man.
I nominate my wife.
A little more.
Yeah, I second that.
I'm not allowed to play this game.
I got Trey nominated and Melissa seconded. That's the first one I saw.
Hey, let's put it this way. If she's not, then she can go to bed if she wants to.
I'm sorry if you're not. I'm so sorry. It's just.
If she's not, you're going to sleep on the couch, Trey. So get yourself some pillows.
And I don't sleep at night, so I'm okay.
Kick him out of the bed and during the day.
You know what else doesn't sleep at night?
Werewolves.
Werewolves. There you go.
I do sleep at night. That's the point.
But Trey said he didn't sleep at night.
I don't.
You remember what happened when you sleep at night. That's the thing.
I'm going to give it to Mariana. This is her defense. This is the third defense. So, Mariana, if you want to add anything.
I'm just a villager again. I got nothing because I'm just a plain villager again. Sorry, guys. This is my face, Gil.
By the way, Adam, this is the third vote of the day. We did a second vote when you bounced out.
She does fold under pressure even when she's good. So the fact that we put all the pressure on her, that doesn't help. So.
All right, time to vote. Just waiting for Adam. Okay. 3, 2, 1, vote. There are 3 votes up and 13 votes down. Mariana, you are dead. And Mariana is a
I'm not playing with my husband again. Ever again. No more games.
This is the ghost of Jason.
Before you guys go to sleep.
And move.
No, I'm not going to play Glad on the Clock Tower.
Of course you are.
All right, we're going to bed.
Nope.
No, we're not.
Wait, what's happening?
You are not going to bed. Everyone stay awake because, again, if the Rabbit Wolf is in the game, I might be messaging somebody right now. All right. Now you guys can go to sleep.
You didn't tell us what she is.
I did. I said she was a werewolf.
Oh.
Just a reminder, too, today is a festival day. So one of those roles, the seer, bodyguard, one of the brothers, or the hunter, or if the Frankenstein were to take on a role, their role might not work tonight. All right, so well, let's go through this order here. We got bodyguard, please wake up. Who would you like to protect? All right, thank you. Bodyguard, please go to sleep. Werewolves, please wake up. Who would you like to kill? All right, thank you. Werewolves, please go to sleep. Alpha Wolf, please wake up. Would you like to turn that person instead of killing them? All right, thank you. Alpha Wolf, please go to sleep. Seer, wake up. Who would you like to check? Okay, Seer, please go to sleep. Brothers Grimm, please wake up. Give you a couple seconds to write down a name. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, Brothers Grimm, please go to sleep. Everybody wake up. And Melissa, you can go join that Blood on the Clock Tower game because you were dead. And Melissa was a villager. And again, today is a festival. So one of those good rolls, or the hunter again, which could still activate today, might not have activated or gotten wrong information.
So that would have happened this night, right? That was.
Yep. This night / day, if it's the hunter and the hunter.
So the seer should note that down. You might have got the wrong information this day.
And just a reminder too, tomorrow is an eclipse, which means the chosen one will be a werewolf. They won't wake up with the werewolves. They are just a werewolf during the day.
Is the alpha wolf know they're the chosen one? We know it's in the game, or it's one of those might.
It might.
Yeah, everything is might.
All of the
Does the chosen one know they're the chosen one though?
Yes.
Okay.
So at least we know Mariana was not.
I forgot to write down who seconded.
We know she was a wolf. We don't know if she was alpha or not.
Right. But if would you turn Melissa if you were a werewolf?
Why wouldn't they turn everybody they kill into a werewolf?
They can only have one. They can only have one.
Yeah,
They can do it. They can do it every time.
I had to fix that. I did say I'm only going to make it a one-time ability.
Okay, because I was about to say you would just turn everybody and have a legion of werewolves.
Right. No, he said that. He corrected that before.
Okay,
That's why I think either there's no alpha or Melissa could be the alpha. I just don't see why wouldn't you turn Melissa?
Melissa,
that would be a
Connor feels
perfect
your pain.
person.
Mariana could have been the alpha.
Sorry, real quick. Did I lose somebody?
I think Jason just dropped.
14. We're at.
So Jill, if Mariana was not the alpha and the alpha is in the game, then that was weird. They should have turned Melissa, I think.
Sorry,
I'm not saying it's a theory. I could be wrong. Could be that the alpha wolf just decided to wait a little longer.
I wanted to be like, hold on, guys, let me go ask her. And then I was like, wait a second, I can't do that.
Okay, who seconded Mariana?
Now I have to say it was weird how much Trey defended Mariana, and then he voted.
Melissa seconded.
No, what I said was, and I just said something that was truthful, is that if you push too much on her, she caves regardless. So I was saying, but
you were still suspicious. Okay.
Speaking of pushing, guys, I want to bring this back to Ben again, because he voted to protect her.
Ben and Gina both voted up on that.
I will tell you this: I was 50-50 on her, but there was no way I was going to let this day go without us killing.
Ben's a guy, so.
Got it.
But guys, Trey could have turned because Melissa didn't turn because she died.
I could have turned. I could have. Yep.
Just remember that.
Yep.
Does the bodyguard protect them from turning?
No.
From the alpha?
I don't think so.
Oh, no.
I don't understand, Ross. What's your suspicious of Ben? To me, what he said was he made total sense, though.
Sure, but no, he voted to save her. He was in the vast minority for it.
Ross,
it was 3-2.
Most werewolves would vote down on another werewolf on the third.
Yeah, the first,
but it was third night.
Very unknown. Yeah.
It was third night. There's the fear of the starving wolf and the rabid wolf and that whole thing going on. Voting up on third night was very suspicious to me. That's what I'm getting at.
We keep saying third night. It means the third vote.
I mean third vote. People always mix that up.
Yeah, I mean, people who have played with me before know that I'm more in favor of keeping villagers alive than just killing them just because it's the third nomination.
I kind of like Ben's arguments. Yeah,
sure.
Like I said, it would be disingenuous of me to argue that it would make sense to not kill someone the first night to see if a rabid wolf is there, and then vote to kill on the third nomination just because it was the third nomination. And what Trey said about if you push her hard enough, she's going to cave, that was enough, enough uncertainty to me to, vote the way.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't lying about that, but I I wanted to kill because I didn't want werewolves.
I'll go with what the group says with Ben on that, but I'm still suspicious. I'm not.
I don't agree with Ben.
I'm going to say that, Ross. I'm not suspicious of Ben yet.
Yeah.
But I agree I think what you said makes sense. I'm going to keep it on the back burner.
Adam, how are you doing?
I was about to say I'm about to nominate Adam.
I just
want to ask him how he's doing.
My computer crashed, so I have no idea what's going on. Fortunately, I'm a villager, so I didn't need to wake up last night, so I have no idea legitimately what's going on. I guess Mariana got killed.
Yeah, we pushed
she was
her.
a werewolf.
Okay.
And then
it's funny because I had this game is harder than most game I've played because right now I cannot tell. Normally there are a couple tells that at least I'm suspicious of people a little bit, even if they're innocent. And this is one game that I having a hard time. I only picked Mariana because she did this, like, you know how it is. Like it just like
she's animated normally, so I didn't pick.
Someone died last night.
Yeah, and then Melissa died, and then the alpha wolf may or may not have gone off.
She would have not died.
No, alpha wolf didn't go off, or else Melissa would still be alive.
Yeah, they didn't.
I understand that role.
Okay, gotcha.
Connor would have said
the rabid wolf could have gone off, right?
Yeah. Yes, rabid wolf could have gone off.
Which means the only one that could have been turned is Trey. So just I'm not saying he did, but
wait, why?
Because it was Trey and
Melissa. Melissa was the second, and she died as a villager. So you're the only one left. No.
And Trey has a history of turning as the rabid wolf.
If we eliminate Trey, we ain't gonna worry about that for a minute.
Or we can just have Trey doing the nominations, so we don't spread it out too much.
I was told to be suspicious, so I'm going to be suspicious.
I like having a designated nominator.
I want to hear from James with no nomination, just to hear him talk, because I can't read him.
Yeah, so I'm kind of coming back to Ben's discussion earlier. I'm a little nervous always about letting the go to a third nomination because it puts some control in the werewolves' hands. Depending on if they can kind of sneak that nomination in to where they want it. So I'd like to see us potentially go on second nominations, be a little more definitive if we feel like we've got good information. But I think that that's only going to happen when we start to maybe get some information if the Seer's hitting well or if the Brothers Grimm are doing something. So it's a little too early for that, but I'm not a fan of letting the werewolves get that third nom.
So how about a first nom?
I got nothing.
I do need that nomination, so somebody's got to give it to me.
I'll nominate Tommy again. Okay, let's have Jugan sing.
I heard Jugan nominate Trey. Is there a second?
If it matters,
I think we should keep Trey. Trey can always nominate, so we keep him for.
Well,
Did I get that designated?
Did
I get that designated? Well, yeah.
Yeah, but then we don't need to spread it out.
So here's the deal, though: is if I didn't turn, then you're going to have to nominate somebody else, figure out somebody else to nominate, and then they might turn.
Mm-hmm. We end up in an evil circle, basically.
The rabbit wolf only turns once.
Yeah, but we don't know if it was the rabbit wolf.
What I said was, is if I didn't turn, then you.
And we don't know if Mariana was the rabbit wolf. If maybe the rabbit wolf's still alive.
I mean, I was just saying there was some discussion.
Here's the deal: is if you kill me and it says villager, you still got a rabid wolf, and then you're still going to play that game down the whole entire rabbit trail. Which
we might not even have a rabid wolf actually because we don't know.
Right. And I didn't turn.
I'm pretty sure we don't have Alpha Wolf because Alpha Wolf for sure used their power last night.
I'm pulling Trey's nomination away, so
I'll nominate Tommy.
All right, Joseph nominated Tommy, and Ross is still here. He's just putting in eye drops. He said.
So I will second.
I was second.
Can I ask why I was nominated, Joseph?
Yeah, I think there's some. I mean, I'm just going by what kind of reads, which could be totally wrong. But I just got a bad feeling from your last defense.
From my last what?
Joseph nominated.
When you defended yourself last time when you were nominated.
Joseph nominated Tommy and Jugan seconded. Tommy, this is your defense now.
Okay. Well, I mean, the only reason I said something last time was because I was trying to work out the roles. So I don't know what was suspicious about that. I was just asking a question. Now, as far as suspicions, I don't know that I suspect Trey because he did call out Mariana, and got her for us. I don't know that
Melissa and I did. Melissa and I did call Mariana. Melissa and I did call Mariana.
Okay.
But Trey nominated.
Not only did he nominate, but he also kind of forced it a little bit.
I did.
I'm not suspicious of
Trey. I did my husband thing.
I'm not suspicious of Trey either. Other than that, I don't really know who else to suspect at this point.
Let's just put it this way: Joseph will suspect me at some point in time.
I haven't suspected Ben, but I have also haven't played with him because he's making the same argument that I was making at the beginning of the game. So I don't know what else to say.
All right, it is time to vote for Tommy. This is the first vote of the day. 3, 2, 1, vote. So there are 9 votes up and 5 votes down. Tommy, you're still in, and that was the first vote of the day.
So Tommy, you got to find a werewolf and kill it to get us to trust you again.
I've got a question.
That's some pressure.
I have a question. For someone.
No pressure there.
Could be easy.
Yeah, do it on its own as well.
Hey, Joseph.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm having fun.
Nice, me too.
But Paul, I want the classic Paul back that talked a lot.
I'm only classic Paul when other Paul's in, and
I thought it was
classic Paul talks more.
Yeah, I thought it was different personalities.
Especially when he's a mentalist.
Yeah.
Paul, why did you want to know what was up with Joseph?
I was just saying hi.
Oh, okay. Hi, Paul.
Hey, Trey.
20 minutes in, it's like, hi, are you here?
So one role we haven't talked about that I just realized is probably not in the game is the wolf cub.
Why is it? There's only been one werewolf kill, so
there was only one werewolf kill, and there was no question about there being a second one.
I nominate Tommy.
We only had
I second him.
The one when the
Okay,
cub gets. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Because when the cub gets killed, there would be two.
So that just means Mariana wasn't the cub.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. Trey nominated Tommy.
I'm pulling back my second. I'm gonna assume that Tommy just wants to know how the roles
I just
work.
want to know if we think that it's in the game. That's all.
We don't know.
We have no idea. That's the problem. That's why this game is so difficult to tell because we don't know the rules. Normally, by knowing the rules that are in the game, you can kind of tell a little bit how people are playing. The problem not knowing the rules make it so difficult to.
The problem is he named
the
off
rule
6
questions
wolves.
make you suspicious as all get out.
Well, it's not a rules question. It's not a rules question. I'm
we
asking.
No, at all. We have zero idea. We know Mariana wasn't, and that's it. So otherwise, we have zero idea,
Well,
and we won't
Mariana-
know until we actually kill him.
Or she was, and the bodyguard protected somebody.
Okay, that's true. She was, but there's no way for the village team to know. There isn't.
Yeah. Hold on. Connor's named off 6 special wolves, right? We have no clue if all of them or any of them are in.
Right.
What is the odds that Marion was just a regular werewolf? Why are we so stressed over that she might be something special?
Especially when there's no way for us to actually find out.
Connor wouldn't put in that many regular werewolves.
Yes, he would. Oh, regular? No, he probably put them all in there, and that's why he's covering his face.
Yeah, he probably put in a lot of roles for the werewolves.
Now you're reading the moderator. This is great.
All right, I need a second nomination, please. Second nomination.
I'm gonna vote down for Tommy if someone nominates him.
Well, here's what we can do.
You nominate. Oh, you can't. You.
Where my pen is. We can say it was not the wolf hunter because she didn't get a kill. We have to wait till the night.
Unless that was the festival.
I think it's too early to make all those assumptions.
No.
It doesn't.
She didn't get a kill because she's not the wolf. She's not the wolf hunter. She's not the wolf cub. I don't think it was a rabbit wolf.
Could be the cub.
She could be the cub.
Let me say
Unless
something.
the bodyguard was amazing.
She could be anything.
I am giving you 10 seconds to nominate a second person. I've asked for a nomination. You got to nominate. Second nomination starts.
Can I nominate Tommy again, or is it?
Yes.
I'll second it.
I nominate Tommy.
All right, Joseph nominated Tommy. Is there a second for that?
I second it.
You guys are all muted, by the way.
I second.
All right,
Eugen is waving.
Eugen second.
You try. Austin, yeah.
All right. So Joseph nominated Tommy. Eugen seconded it. This is the second vote of the day. Tommy, you got any more defense to add? No?
Bye, Tommy.
You still haven't said you're a villager.
That's why I second it. Plus, it's
You're
bad for
muted,
Ron
Tommy.
too.
Muted.
I still haven't said I'm a villager. I'm a villager. I have a role. I'll tell you that.
Okay, we're about to kill you. So if you have a role and you want to tell us now, because you're about to die.
Let's find out.
Yep, that's what I thought. All right.
Somebody dropped again.
Not
Did we
Adam.
do somebody? I don't think so.
No, I think we're good. We're only
good.
2 people.
All right, it is time to vote. This is the second vote of the day. 3, 2, 1, vote. Okay, there are 3 votes up, 11 votes down. Tommy, you are dead. And Tommy, get some sweet, sweet, sweet revenge. Tommy, who are you going to kill? You got to unmute yourself, by the way.
Joseph.
Joseph, you are dead, and Joseph was a villager, and Tommy was also obviously a villager. Not obviously, I guess.
I mean,
All right,
there's
Joseph
also a
and
wolf
Tommy, you
hunter.
guys are
So.
both dead. Just everyone stay awake real quick.
Tommy was a villager.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I was about to say, so there's no way he was the wolf hunter.
All right, everyone can go to sleep.
Mariana just wanted to say bye to everybody. She got off.
Well, see ya. All right. 2 more villagers killed. Oh, by the way, tonight is an eclipse. So the chosen one, if they're still in the game, is a werewolf during the day. If the seer checks them or the Brothers Grimm checks them, I will tell them they're a werewolf, but they will not wake up with the werewolf team, just to clarify on that. All right, let's start it off with the bodyguard. Please wake up. Who would you like to protect? All right, bodyguard, please go to sleep. Werewolves, please wake up. Who would you like to kill? All right, werewolves, please go to sleep. Alpha Wolf, please wake up. Would you like to convert that person or let them die? All right, thank you. Alpha Wolf, please go to sleep. Seer, wake up. Who would you like to check? Seer, please go to sleep. Brothers Grimm, please wake up. I'll give you a couple of seconds to write down a name. You guys ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1, reveal. All right, thank you. Brothers Grimm, please go to sleep. Everybody wake up. And Ben, you are dead. Ben was a villager.
I'm going to BRB in like 2 minutes.
That was weird because everybody was suspected of Ben.
Yeah, well,
they probably think that he was something important. That's why they killed him.
The fact that he was the hunter, that should have been an obvious, hey guys, I'm the hunter. If you kill me, I'm going to kill somebody else. You know, that's not a role that you have to keep hidden at that point.
See, that was Tommy.
Yeah,
We're
you
talking
should've
about
just said, like,
ban.
if I'm dying, I'm taking you with me.
Real quick, too, just a reminder, today is an eclipse. Tomorrow is a holy day. That's when everyone, the good rolls will
What
get to
happens
do.
on the eclipse again? I forgot.
Okay. Chosen one is a werewolf.
I do have a question, a rules question, Connor.
Yep.
You activated the Alpha Wolf last night. Who was?
I saw that too.
Oh yeah, that was my fault. I shouldn't have done that.
Okay, thanks.
I'm gonna step away too. I can still hear and I can talk too if needed.
So I think the werewolves suspect of Ben being something good the way they killed him, because it's so weird. Because we are all, I think Ben would probably be our kill today.
Yeah, because I was really pushing on that. So
yeah, because I was getting driven by you.
Gil, are you playing us right now?
No, I'm not. I'm just trying. It was very difficult. I actually not suspected of you. I'm gonna say, I find many a little quiet today.
I find Sean is super quiet too.
Yeah, Sean hasn't said as much to say.
No, I usually just observe and try to piece it together.
Sean plays like he always play.
But well,
Sean plays.
Yeah, I played the same way when I was a werewolf. I can admit that. Yeah, but I'm not a werewolf this time. I can say.
Are you the saint?
No. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Ross.
Yeah,
I trusted you too.
We need someone to confirm.
It's certain people like you, Joseph, and Connor, and Trey, some, and Adam. It's like your voice is very like soothing and trusting, and it always throws me off. So.
I'm glad.
I'm a little sad.
It's very difficult for me to read. Yeah. Yeah, Gil, you're usually more out there, and usually, like, at least from what I've seen, when you're lying, your face just starts to turn a little bit red.
Who?
Oh, it's normally because I drink in the game. I'm not drinking.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah, a little flush. That's got a little bit to do with it for sure.
My radar went off when Gil came back and he's like, "Oh, Ben must have been a role. That's why the werewolves. Why did the werewolves go after him?" I'm like, "You know why the werewolves went after him because you killed him."
No, I didn't.
I see him do that both
ways.
Though.
I actually protected Ben several times because I I got a feeling that Ben was something.
Oh, you're the bodyguard?
Good. No, I'm not. I don't have a role. I'm just villager.
He pushed back on my accusations. That's true.
I read Ben having a role, but not bad. He didn't read Werewolf to me. That's why I was trying to steer away until I get more information out of him. And now that he got killed, and we know he's a villager, I think the werewolves had the same suspicions that I did.
Basically, anytime somebody says I have a role, but it's not just a plain villager, they usually die right away. So I kind of
you need to come out.
Yeah,
you come out
Take
with.
the risk for it. Yep.
The only suspicions I have right now is Manny, and he's not a big suspicious. Something he's a little different. He's a little quieter. Manny is my only suspicious right now.
And like Tommy, he could have come out as the hunter and been like, "Okay, guys,
He
I'm the
should
hunter.
have.
You don't believe
Tommy,
me." He also could have.
Tommy is new. So that's one thing we got to factor in.
If I was the hunter and I thought I was going to die, I'd be like, okay, I'm a hunter. Who do y'all want me to kill? Who do you think I should kill if you guys are going to kill me?
See, I think after the couple plays that I've had with
I hope that's something that he takes away from this game.
That's the thing. I think after a couple of games, because I think he's only got 2 or 3 under his belt, he's learning the same way I did, but just by getting burned.
To be fair, I was suspicious of Joseph a little bit. So.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with his kill.
Like
I
you
just
were
have a
gonna
problem
maybe...
with his defense.
Gil, did you say you're
was
suspicious of
super
Manny?
suspicious of his defense.
I'm a little suspicious. He's different. I don't know. It's just a tell. He's quiet. He's quiet and moving a little bit like this. Like he's trying not to.
I nominate Manny.
Me?
Yeah.
Trey nominated Manny and Jugan seconded. This is the first vote of the day. Manny, this is your defense.
I don't know. I feel like I struggle with this where, somebody says I'm too quiet one game, so then I try to be active the next game, and then they say I'm too active in that game, and then I try to be quiet in the next game, and I can never really find my talent.
Hey, Manny, it's because you're really good. It's because you're really good, okay?
And he's smiling right now, so
it's a compliment. I watched that game the other night where you played everybody on Blood of the Clock Tower, so you're really good and you're hard to read.
Yeah.
That's why.
It is hard because you have such a charismatic figure. It's hard to nominate you. That's the problem.
Yeah,
that's something I've never heard, even outside of Werewolf. So thank you.
You are.
Take our
Manny's charismatic. I'm soothing. It's a whole revelation going on today.
I hate to interrupt. Can we hear his defense? Because I didn't hear anything yet.
He did. He already did.
Yep.
He's just talking about how he plays differently. I mean, I didn't know about this game.
My defense was that this is how everybody jumps on me. It's he's being quieter. He's being too aggressive, and I can never find the balance in that. So I don't know. I mean, I get what Trey's saying though. Like I did burn everybody in Blood on the Clock Tower the other day. So.
Badly.
Yeah, not me though, because I was on his team.
Right, it is.
Yeah.
Remember, this is the first vote of the day. Okay, 3, 2, 1, vote.
That was the 20-person game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watched it at work.
Yeah, I watched it too, and I watched him tell Chris that I was a bad guy.
And 6 votes down. That is enough to kill. Manny, you are dead, and Manny was a werewolf. But everyone stay awake, because I might have to message somebody right here, so please stay awake. All right, everyone can go to sleep. And just a reminder, this is the holy day, so all of the good rolls that are still in the game will get to do their ability twice tonight. All right, let's start it off with the bodyguard. Please wake up. Who would you like to protect? Remember, you get to protect 2 people. You cannot protect the person you might have protected last night. All right, thank you. Bodyguard, please go to sleep. Werewolves, please wake up. Who would you like to kill? Okay, thank you. Werewolves, please go to sleep. Alpha Wolf, please wake up. Would you like to turn this person instead of killing them? All right, thank you. Alpha Wolf, please go to sleep. Seer, wake up. Who would you like to check? Remember, you get to check 2 people tonight. So just give me the first name, and then you can give me the second name. Okay, you can give me the second name now. All right, thank you. Seer, please go to sleep. Brothers Grimm, please wake up. Who would you like to check? Remember, you're going to get to check twice, but you cannot, whoever you write down for the first time, you cannot write down for the second time. I'll give you a couple of seconds to write down a name. You guys are ready? Three, two, one, reveal. Okay, we'll do the second one. Three, two, one, reveal. All right, thank you. Brothers Grimm, please go to sleep. Everybody wake up. And today, Sean, you are dead. And Sean was a villager.
So either the bodyguard is dead, or pick 2 people.
Anybody else wondering why Gil's still alive?
Because he's good.
He hasn't waved yet, so he's not a werewolf.
Then not only that, I picked 2 werewolves. Why would I not?
No, I know.
That is a really weird thing to say, Trey.
Remember, just a reminder, today is still the holy day. Tomorrow is the full moon. The werewolves will get 2 kills, and then we'll cycle back around to a normal day.
So with the amount of people here, either the Seer and the Brothers Green may be really, really unlucky.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I was about to say same thing, Gil. Like the numbers
or one
now,
of them are dead. Yeah.
If you're still alive, you have plenty of looks. Maybe you can clear some people. I mean,
right.
I don't know about coming out if you don't have information. It's just like
That's
there's
what I'm
a
saying. If you don't have
possibility
information, then by all means. But I don't know.
So Sean, I thought Sean was gonna he was gonna share. I think he even said it. You know, I know this, and then I think he got interrupted and stopped. And I'm wondering if we may have lost our seer or one of the brothers.
Keep in mind, we still have Frankenstein, so we could still have one.
Oh yeah, Frankie.
Yeah, but he's starting from scratch. If Sean was the Seer,
that's true too.
Frankenstein is starting from scratch now. Although we don't have that many people. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, there's 2 people I'd like to hear from. One would be Johnny. Second one, I'd like to hear from Gina again when she's back.
Yeah, she hasn't said anything, and my radar was going off.
She
on her.
voted up on the first one too when we voted to kill Mariana, but again, it was the first.
I agree. She was on my next radar.
But and Ben voted up too, and again, he was a villager also.
Yeah.
Does the Seer, if the Alpha Wolf turns, does the Seer see that person on that night?
I really don't think we have an Alpha Wolf.
Okay, I wasn't.
That's just my gut.
The Alpha Wolf would have turned them before the Seer checked, so the Seer would have checked and gotten
the Seer checks last.
Okay.
At this point, it's very unlikely. I mean, why would you wait for that long? I mean, it's a valid strategy to pick up, but you run the risk of being killed and never use your power that late.
That makes sense.
That's a big risk. That said, I I wouldn't put pass of some people.
But then what roles?
What if-
I mean, I
what
don't
if
know how much
Gil-
it matters, but we don't think there's an alpha wolf because they haven't used it
Come on,
yet.
Trey. What else are they gonna do?
What if Gil killed 2 werewolves and then they turned him?
Oh, somebody just died. How would they turn me? People
So
die every night.
Gil-
There wasn't.
we got
You are
rabid
the
wolves.
only one. You are
Hey,
the only one. Right now, you're the only one who could possibly be turned by now.
Right. You're no, unless they use the alpha wolf power.
Gil, I'm still thinking about that. Like,
So here's the deal, and this is only because you're really good, and I've seen you play everybody in this game that you could do that. Now, am I saying I'm going to kill you or nominate you or anything? No, I'm just putting out the possibility.
No, you're just waiting for somebody else to do your dirty work.
Gina is the one. No, I wouldn't vote for you, Gil. I'm just saying it's a possibility because I watched you in many games, and you fool everybody. But Gina is the one I have.
No, I normally die on the second, third night, and one single game is gonna hunt me forever now.
Hey, it was the game that burned me, so I'm gonna hold on to it.
That's not true. I've won a few times.
Yes, yeah.
He got switched and then he kept
So
going.
hang on.
I know.
One sec. I have a question. It's possible Trey turned with the first
Yeah, I
werewolf
did.
killed.
The rabbit.
That's what I keep thinking about.
And seconded Manny again.
Yeah, I didn't switch, guys.
Manny
I second Manny.
Jugan,
I seconded Manny.
It was a soft suspicion.
Oh, I
I was so
second Manny.
surprised you guys jumped on him so
That's
hard.
right.
Okay,
That's
so it could be Ross.
That's
or
why I
Yugen.
voted up because I
Sorry,
haven't played much with them.
Yeah, it was Yugen, not me. I wanted to, but it counted for.
Who nominated him then?
It was me, Manny.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Me.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Train
Yugen.
Jugen.
Yeah.
Okay, Train Jugen. Got it.
The funny thing, I haven't nominated a single person that I was suspicious of. I just throw the suspicion out and somebody gets.
Right. I nominate Gina.
I'll second. Because I want to hear a
Trey
defense.
nominated Gina and Jugan seconded. This is the first vote of the day. Gina, this is your defense.
Okay, well, I'm a villager, but I'm a special type of villager. Like, that's all
Would that
I'm
be
gonna
the chosen
say.
one? That's it.
Can you share? I mean,
I'm trying to figure out which role you wouldn't share. So if you're Seer, you probably don't want to say. If you're Frankenstein, you probably don't want to say.
Your bodyguard, you don't want to say.
The bodyguard.
She's a werewolf. She doesn't want to say.
Yeah, but if you're the
Not
seer, you've got
werewolf.
4 reads so far, right? 3 nights plus a double.
If you're the seer, you need to.
All right, we're going to vote and let you guys decide if you want to discuss this after the vote. But this is the first vote of the day, so it's time to vote for Gina.
Okay, Tom.
Gina, you get to vote for yourself as well, by the way. 3, 2, 1, vote. There are 3 votes up, 6 votes down. So, Gina, you are dead, and Gina is a villager. All right, everybody go to sleep. Just a reminder, tonight is a full moon, so the werewolves will get 2 kills tonight. Tomorrow will be a normal day. We're also down to just 8 people, so I do not need seconds anymore. It's just if you nominate somebody, they are up on the chopping block. All right, let's start it off with the bodyguard. Please wake up. Who would you like to protect? Remember, you cannot choose the same person 2 nights in a row. All right, bodyguard, please go to sleep. Werewolves, please wake up. Who would you like to kill? All right, werewolves, please go to sleep. Seer, please wake up. Who would you like to check? All right, Seer, please go to sleep. Brothers Grimm, please wake up. Give you a couple of seconds to write down a name. Ready? 3, 2, 1, reveal. All right, Brothers Grimm, please go to sleep. And everyone can wake up. And on this full moon, the werewolves claimed, Jugan, you are dead. Jugan was a villager, but that was the only death that happened.
So Bodyguard's still in play.
Bodyguard's
still in play, either as Bodyguard or as Frankenstein, right?
So they could have killed 2 people last night. Is that what you're saying?
They had the opportunity to kill 2.
So I would say, I don't know which one, but it's either James or Adam.
Just a reminder for you guys, tomorrow is a normal day. No special things happen tomorrow.
I don't know, because I always go on that thing. One of the it's either James or Adam are a werewolf. One of the 2. I just don't know which one of them, but one of the 2.
Just James because he's quiet.
It's just like elimination. Like I have people that I truly trust right now. I'm not gonna name them because
I have no suspicions now because she was the only my only one.
Yeah, I it's not that I was suspicious of them. It's just I know people that I'm not suspicious at all. So by elimination of who I don't think are werewolves, it's either James or Adams. It's one of the 2. I just don't know which one.
Do we have the original seer still in? If so, sharing info would be.
If we have the original seer, they would have come out by now.
Because the Frankenstein would still be a backup.
They would have so many days to check. The Frankenstein might have only checked like 1 or 2 days.
And the Bodyguard might be dead, and that's why the Bodyguard is being.
Yeah, if the seer is somehow still alive, they would have come out by now.
But think about it this way, because the Frankenstein might be our seer now.
Right, but with this many players, what little information the Frankenseer has, they should use it anyway, because they're probably also Bodyguard.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, I don't know.
Or the Brothers Grimm. I mean, I know it's hit and miss, but
if one of them's missing, then they don't get the information, right? So,
well, I don't think there is. It all depends if the Frankenstein is alive or not, because Frankenstein would accumulate all those things.
It would have become the second brother.
Right.
Okay.
So I would say this. I think Ben was one of the Grimm brothers, and he got killed. And I think that was very unfortunate because I think that didn't give enough time for, and maybe the second, and I think there's a big chance that the second brother Grimm is dead also. So I think we might not getting information from the brothers Grimm anymore.
Yeah.
And then if Sean was, and then James said that he thinks Sean was because the way Sean was acting. If we go by that theory, which I'm not 100% sure, but I think is a valid theory, the Frankenstein had to start from scratch. Now that, assuming that the Frankenstein is alive, if the Frankenstein is dead, then you can scrap all that. The only thing I can say is, I don't know which one, but it's either James or Adam. One of the 2 is the werewolf.
Why do you think that? I mean, is it just a read?
It's just because there are people it's not that I am suspicious of you. I know people that I'm not suspicious at all. I've cleared a bunch of people. And the 2 of you, I have not.
Who are your cleared people? Because
I don't know, because then you're gonna want to know the reason, and I don't think it's proper to say that right now.
Well, we're down to 8 people, and we could lose if the werewolves.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say, Gil.
But if I'm thinking there's only 1 left. But if there's 2 left, and I open my mouth here, we could lose this game.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
I'm going that there's only 1 left, and is one of the 2.
Okay, so a question I have then is, we said it at the beginning, I'm not making a nomination, but it was possible that Trey could have been switched, right? What is the likelihood what is the likelihood that happened or did not happen?
I think it gets more likely every time we go through a night, because
he would be
we haven't seen Wolf Cub
I
evidence.
nominate James.
All right, Trey nominated. I don't need a second. Trey nominated James, so that's the only one I'm going with.
Yep.
This is the first vote of the day. James, this is your defense.
Yeah, I'm just a regular villager, been trying to figure out the information. Trey, I'm a little.
I know you are. That's
worried
why
that you just jumped at me when I brought up that you're likely to be a werewolf turned. I don't think you started as one.
I won't keep that a secret. That's exactly why I jumped on you, because I didn't turn.
I think you have turned.
No,
there's 7 of us. It's easy to know. If James is not, then we know that Trey would be the werewolf. If James is the werewolf, then we know that.
That's
it's very easy to clear. It's very easy to clear Trey.
There's also a very good possibility that I didn't turn and I'm a villager.
I don't think you turned. That's why I'm going for James.
Exactly. But
all right, this is James' defense. We're kind of derailing here. I'm going to let James finish anything he wants to say. And James, you are muted, by the way.
So we haven't seen any evidence of the alpha wolf. We haven't seen any evidence of the wolf cub. We haven't seen evidence of the starving. Well, we wouldn't on starving wolf. The odds are that the rabid wolf is probably in play, and Trey's the only person potentially could have gotten hit by it. My defense is I think he came after me because he's been turned.
All right, it is time to vote for James. There are 7 of you, by the way, not 8. All right, 3, 2, 1, vote. So there are 5 votes down and 2 votes up. James, you are dead, and James is a werewolf. Nobody go to sleep, because I might need to be messaging somebody here. All right, everybody go to sleep, please. And just a reminder, today is a normal day, no weird things going on. All right, let's start it off with the bodyguard. Please wake up. Who would you like to protect? All right, bodyguard, please go to sleep. Werewolves, please wake up. Who would you like to kill? All right, thank you. Werewolves, please go to sleep. Alpha Wolf, please wake up. Would you like to turn this person instead of killing them? All right, Alpha Wolf, please go to sleep. Seer, wake up. Who would you like to check? All right, Seer, please go to sleep. Brothers Grimm, wake up. Who would you like to check? I'll give you a couple of seconds to write down a name. All right, if you're ready. 3, 2, 1, reveal. All right. Brothers Grimm, please go to sleep. Everybody wake up. And Johnny, you are dead. Johnny was a villager.
Okay, so I'm a dummy. It just occurred to me just now that
Wait. I get a shot though, don't I?
You do get a shot.
Oh, you're a hunter. Oh.
Do good, Johnny.
Just muting everyone. Johnny, you have to unmute yourself.
Okay. Adam.
Johnny has shot Adam, and Adam was a werewolf. And in fact, he was the last werewolf. So Johnny just won you guys the game right there, which I'm very happy that happened. I'll explain some things here, and I'm very happy that happened.
Was he the rabbit wolf?
Man.
For a couple of reasons. All right, so let me go over the rules. I'm going to have you guys all muted. All right. So a lot of bookkeeping, actually, more than I thought I was going to have to do in this game. But we had Sean was the seer, and he didn't find any information except Sean checked James twice, but James was the Wolfman, so I told him no both times. So Joseph was the bodyguard who didn't last very long, unfortunately, because he went after Tommy, and Tommy's like, well, I'm going to kill you for that. So he killed the bodyguard. Paul and Ben were both the Brothers Grimm. They never matched at all. There's going to be one little thing that I'm going to say in the future for Brothers Grimm, and I don't think anyone picked up on it, but you are not allowed to hint anything. And Paul did do a slight hint by saying, and this is actually why the werewolves killed you, by saying, Joseph, how you doing tonight? What's up? And then just nothing else. So, doing that kind of stuff, I'm going to pick up on that. No one else might, but I will. And I'll just say, brothers, you don't get to do anything tonight. Like, I'll type that to you guys. So just keep that in mind.
that was Paul trying to tell
Ben. Trying to tell Ben, which I knew you guys
Yeah,
were
sorry.
I thought I got suspicious of Joseph because I thought he was calling out, he has seen Joseph and he was calling out Joseph.
No, after I did it, I realized it was totally cheating, but we kept going with Adam and Joseph, and I was like, this is really frustrating.
I even thought Paul was the seer for a while.
Oh, and one other thing to throw out quickly is I forgot that Frankenstein took over, so when Ben died, I thought it was just me, so I was just being stupid, so I got the whole thing that said,
I was confused.
And I thought that Johnny was with me, and then I was like, oh. So I thought I think about it, and I didn't say Adam because I knew that'd be unfair. So.
Standing at the crossroads between a light